Hi everybody, I just want to show you a few ways that you can insert images into Halo discussion boards. Since this class includes a lot of geometry, we'll probably be making drawings or taking drawings and want to put them in to be able to illustrate what we're talking about. So I'm going to show you two different ways. I'm using an iPad. These can be adapted to use a Mac, not a Mac, well, a Mac of course, but also a Windows machine if you have that. So the first way is to draw a picture or find a picture online that you want to use. One caveat though, if you're using an image online or from another source, be sure to cite the source when you post it into Halo. That's really important. That's an academic integrity issue. Just like citing your sources when you write a paper, you need to cite images as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find an image. I've got one open already. And then you take a screenshot. In a Mac or in an iPad, you press the volume button and the on-off button at the same time to take the screenshot. Okay, on a Windows machine, you'd use print screen to do that. Then you can crop your picture. Since I have an iPad, I can just do that with my fingers, but you might need a mouse to do that. So you cut it to whatever size you want, and then you go ahead and copy it. On an iPad, there's a little check mark at the top right corner, so I'm going to press that, and it gives me a copy and delete. And then when I come into the classroom, I can just use Command V, or if you're on a Windows machine, you use Control V. And it takes a minute to do this, but it will paste your image into the classroom. So there it is. Now, the second way is a little bit more complicated, but if you can't take a screenshot or you can't draw on your screen on your computer, what you could do is draw an image and take a picture with your phone, transfer it to your computer, and save it on the computer. And then you can insert the image. So here's how to do that in Halo. I'm going to come up here to insert, or not edit image. I'm sorry. I want to make sure that I'm in a blank space. I had the image selected. I don't want to edit it. I want to insert a new image. So I'm going to come down and make sure that my cursor is not selecting the image. Then I'm going to insert image, and I'm going to choose the file. So I'm going to look someplace to try and find my files. Find an image somewhere. So if I go into my drive, maybe I've got a nice one. The images have to be less than 10 megabytes, so make sure that you have a smaller image somewhere. I had one ready, and now I don't have it. Here, this is a good one. This is one that we'll use in class pretty soon. All right, then you do not have to put alt text in here for us. Well, actually it says that you do, but this is really important as future teachers. If you have students who have IEPs, they may have problems seeing. And in that case, it's necessary that you add an alt text. That's a description of what the image is. So here, this is an image of my Fitbit, Fitbit output with, and then you would put in how many steps, how many miles, etc. I would type in the full description of that. You can change the size if you want to do that. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, and then you press insert, and just like before, my image is coming up. Okay, so I hope that's really helpful, and I'll see you in class. Bye-bye.